What ruined religion for you? Going to a megachurch. They received over $1 million in donations every weekend and spent it on elaborate props and videos rather than helping the community in any meaningful way. When I was 6 years old, the pastor gave a letter to my aunt to give to my mom saying that we were not donating enough money to the church. So we stopped going, and I have never been to church since. Religious people. Being told that being sexually abused as a child was a good thing as God needed to teach me a lesson on hubris and ego. I should accept it as a lesson and be better so I wouldn't fall into the clutches of the devil. I was 7. Apparently I was asking for it. The non-answers to all my questions as a kid. And quat. You just have to have faith and quat. Is a dumb way to respond to an inquisitive mind. I worked at a restaurant near a church on Sundays. Rudest bunch of people ever. Edit. Thank you for the likes and awards. Religious leaders ruined religion for me. And quat. I never met a single priest who could tell me about heaven, but they all knew every square inch of hell. They built it and quat. When the pastor started ranting about the evils of women, saying that Satan walks among us in the body of every female and men must take measures against them. It was later enforced in my mind when I met his very timid granddaughter in high school. She fully believed she was cursed from birth and showed serious signs of abuse. It didn't make me think all Christians are evil, but it showed me how easily a religion led by humans can be warped. That theme has been shown to me too many times now to get behind the idea of any formal religion. Eta wow. I have never had this many comments on a post. Trying to read everything but the main things I'm seeing. The granddaughter ended up happily married. She started getting rebellious in high school but nothing crazy. I forget if she had been home-schooled or was at a local Christian school, but I do know that at that time all students went to the same high school. Late 1990s. I think her getting exposed to outside attitudes and influences helped her sow the world in a whole new way. I swear, the term and quat, Among Us and quat, was used before the game, lol. I haven't played the game but now I'm picturing the red character I've seen from it at a pulpit yelling about original sin and evil women and I can't help laughing. It was a Baptist church that hasn't been active for years. Again, I don't think everyone in the Baptist faith is like that, but it was the one moment that ruined religion for me. Especially seeing his wife react to the sermon with such support of the message. It was one of those defining moments in my life, a very negative one, and I'm sorry to see so many others who have had this kind of experience themselves. My mother. She instilled some serious shame into me under the guise of God. Some things she said. Not allowed to believe in Santa because that takes credit away from God. Santa was actually a hand of Satan trying to corrupt me. Not allowed to believe in the Easter Bunny because it was also a hand of Satan trying to corrupt me away from Jesus. I wasn't allowed to feel pride in my accomplishments because it's a sin. I was a dickhead because my dad got me fully vaccinated as a child and that is against God's plan. Hollywood is operated by Satan, so I wasn't allowed to watch movies or shows, especially Disney. Harry Potter was an absolute no because witchcraft is an affront to God. Scientists should not be trusted under any circumstances. My rare genetic condition was part of God's plan and I'd understand someday. Not allowed to say and quat, damn and quat, because it's an affront to God, etc. That combined with her regular, not religious abuse has left me struggling a lot with my religiosity. It quickly became evident that many people who call themselves religious only do so to feel morally superior to others around them, and then use that superiority to try to control everything they can. I like to say that Jesus was a carpenter, who gave his followers a hammer to build with. They took the hammer and started hitting other people with it. Seeing how people use religion as an excuse to be shitty people around the world. So many people just bend their interpretation of a religion to fit whatever they want.